Hello and thank you for tuning in. We're starting with some breaking news this evening. UCO will return to Level 1 operations starting on March 21st.
Yeah, that's right, Jackson. UCO classes will continue to their original format as well as in the campus mask mandate. We will keep you updated as this develops.
Thank you, MC, and welcome to this edition of UCentral News. I'm Jackson Rowbottom.
I'm Mahia Cottrell.
And Russia has ramped up assaults on key Ukrainian cities as President Zelensky pleads for more international assistance. And a second round of talks between Ukraine and Russia are set to take place today. More than 800,000 refugees have fled Ukraine during Russia's invasion. And according to the UN, more than 2,000 Ukrainian civilians have been killed so far during Russia's ongoing invasion.
Governor Kevin Stitt released a statement urging President Biden to stop Russian oil imports. UCentral's Shannon Schwa has more at the Capitol.
Governor Kevin Stitt wrote to President Joe Biden yesterday, urging the Biden administration to halt its purchase of natural oil and gas from Russia, and instead focus on domestically building infrastructure for natural oil and gas. That includes a pipeline sending natural gas to the East Coast. In Stitt's letter, he wrote that the recent events in Ukraine are another reason why we should be selling energy to our friends rather than buying it from our enemies. From the Capitol, this is Shannon Chua, UCentral News.
Thank you, Shannon. The conflict overseas continues to impact our economy, and UCentral's Brady Gray has more on this.
As sanctions against Russia take effect, Europe's oil and gas supply has been cut off, leading to nearly 3/4 of the United States' liquid natural gas exports going to Europe. This begs the question, what will it do to the economy here at home?
Fuel at the pump is going to go up. It already has. So the fact that, it's $3.17 to buy a gallon of gas today, that's probably still going to increase because we're still seeing the effects of this war taking place.
But gas prices rising won't just affect Americans at the pumps.
What we're seeing are cost-based issues going up. We're seeing scarcity enter into the market. And in this case, it's scarcity in fuel supply, which will then kind of trickle up into higher prices for other things. Because if you think about it, every single item that shows up at a grocery store had to use gasoline to get there. And so as prices go up on an essential input like energy, that stands to keep increasing along the way. So we might see further food price increases just because cost of doing business has gone up.
But between helping Europe and attempting to build back from the pandemic, can the economy really handle it?
We've done this before. We've faced war, we've faced crisis, we've faced scarcity. So while in the meantime, and I'm not speaking to the Ukrainian experience because that's awful and that's terrible and I can't even begin to comprehend living in a war-torn country. But from the United States perspective, while things may feel tight and it is scary to see gas prices go up while your income stays the same, we can stomach this, we can handle this.
Reporting from Edmond, Oklahoma, Brady Gray, UCentral News.
Thank you, Brady. President Joe Biden addressed the nation in the State of the Union last night. Key points from last night to remember include Biden checking Russian aggression in Ukraine, dealing with U.S. inflation, and the update on coronavirus.
And as for Oklahoma's response to the State of the Union, OKC Representative Stephanie Bice has criticized Biden's remarks from last night. Bice says she was disheartened by Biden not commenting on his plans to cut spending, lower inflation, secure the border, and bring back American energy.
The U.S. Supreme Court might soon have its first black woman on the bench, but first Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson will have to win over some U.S. senators. She's meeting with several today, according to a White House official.
I've nominated the Circuit Court of Appeals, Ketanji Brown Jackson, one of our nation's top legal minds.
That's President Joe Biden using his State of the Union address to plug his historic U.S. Supreme Court nominee. Jackson will have a chance to speak for herself when she meets with 4 top senators today. The 2 Republicans might need some persuading.
I'm troubled by the combination of this slim appellate record and the intensity of Judge Jackson's far-left dark money fan club.
We're not going to get down in the gutter like they did with Kavanaugh.
The 2 Democrats Jackson is meeting are already voicing support.
She has issued 500 separate legal opinions. Her record is pretty well known, enough so that we confirmed her for the D.C. Circuit Court just a few months ago.
In choosing Judge Jackson, President Biden has hit a home run.
The White House says Jackson will talk with any other senators who'd like to meet with her. Mitt Romney is taking her up on that offer.
Like anyone nominated by the President of the United States, she deserves a very careful look, a very deep dive.
Senator Lindsey Graham says he might not meet with Jackson. He calls her, quote, the preferred candidate of the radical left. Jackson has to win over at least 50 U.S. senators to be confirmed. If she can, the nation's first black woman on the U.S. Supreme Court might be attending next year's State of the Union speech. I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
As for Oklahoma COVID news, we're seeing over 900 new COVID cases today. This area still faces almost 4,000 active cases. Hospitals still face over 100 ICU patients. And we're going to be taking a look at weather, and let me tell you, it has been warm, it has been nice,
right.
And it has been consistent here recently after the snowstorm.
That's right. It has been very, very warm. It feels amazing out there. CJ, what do you have for us?
That's right, guys. It definitely has been feeling a lot better since all of that crazy winter mess we've had over the past couple of weeks. It's actually starting to feel a little warm outside, and it's starting to feel pretty nice. Here in Edmond, sitting at about 77 degrees under sunny skies. It is feeling very nice, very warm out there, and not a lot of wind as well. We got a southwest wind blowing at about 10 miles per hour, but that's it. Humidity not too high, and it feels like it's 76. So if you have any plans to go outside or do some biking or hiking, today definitely would be one of the days to do it because it is going to feel very nice and warm outside in Edmond tonight. So let's go ahead and check out our weather headlines for the rest of this week. Lots of sun in the forecast, so you can expect warm temperatures and lots of sun coming in through the next couple of days. And as that warm air starts to come through Oklahoma, we're going to see the fire risk start to rise throughout the state as the chance for wildfires will rise. As we go into next week, we'll have a chance for some storms, a very slight chance, but that's also going to bring a temperature drop. So when we come back, we'll go ahead and take a look at what you can expect coming in weather. So guys, back to you at the desk.
Thank you very much, CJ. We look forward to that. And the Oklahoma City Council on Tuesday voted to approve a transfer of $80 million to the Maps for Investment and Operating Trust. These funds will be invested and managed to provide a steady funding track for long-term operations and maintenance of some Maps for projects.
Well, the Oklahoma City Arts Commission met to discuss important issues facing the city this week. Here's what UCentral's Logan Gassett found.
After these 2 years of COVID, after these 2 years of being separate, and we are just wanting to bring everyone together safely, I said, we just need to insert joy here.
The Oklahoma City Arts Commission held its monthly meeting at the City Council chambers to discuss and vote over new projects to keep Oklahoma City culturally rich and aesthetic. The scheduled meeting carried a theme of opportunities to help encourage civilians to branch out into the community again after years of COVID-19 side effects.
So this is oscillation, and it's all, as you see, light, sound, action, motivated.
The majority of the projects are interactive, and some will be placed in downtown Oklahoma City. Besides the discussion over the dimensions and installation of new sculptures and other pieces of art, details regarding the description and location of several art pieces were clarified as well. This is Logan Gassett reporting from Edmond, Central News.
Thank you, Logan. Now, Jackson, it looks like we've got some good stuff coming up.
We do, and CJ is going to be bringing us a lot of it. We're going to check in with him now. CJ, what can we expect coming up?
That's right, guys. Coming up after the break, we'll go ahead and take a look at the weather. Is it time to start putting away the winter clothes? Not just yet, as we start to move into next week and see the chance for storms. Also, for any golfers in the area, a new local metro golf course will be reopening soon, so stay tuned.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision. Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent.
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit Travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back. Midwest City made some improvements to their golf course, and UCentral's Christopher Craig has the story.
Midwest City is one of Oklahoma's fastest growing cities, and for residents looking for some fun recreation, there's a familiar local place that will have a new look this summer.
We're going to make you proud of what we've done out there, and our citizens and our golfers are going to be proud of what we've done, I believe, as well.
The John Conrad Golf Course has been a staple of the Midwest City community since 1970. In 2018, the city voted and approved on a property tax increase to help provide funds to renovate the municipal golf course. And now that the construction is nearly through, City Council wants to give back to the community.
Those who are regular folks that buy an annual with us and play a lot of golf, who agreed to support the renovation and agreed to tax their property to support the renovation of this golf course. We have for the first time created a Midwest City resident annual fee.
John Conrad had not seen any new construction activity since it was built in 1970. And the $55 million bond issued for the construction will help to renovate places in the park that have begun falling into disrepair.
It's going to be it'll be a huge plus to the city once it opens. It'll be hard to get a tee time.
The course is expected to be finished by summer of 2022. However, the driving range and practice greens are expected to open earlier in spring of 2022. The new renovations are expected to make the 18-hole course even more popular with local golf enthusiasts.
The course rating is going to go up. It's not going to be, it'll be a little bit more difficult than it was in the past. There isn't going to be another golf course in this part of the state that's a municipal golf course that'll be at this quality.
From Midwest City, Oklahoma, I'm CJ Craig, UCentral News.
Thank you very much, CJ, for bringing us that story. I know as a golfer, I'm looking forward to going out and playing.
Yes, absolutely. Can you tell us well, CJ, he's coming up right now. He got that weather coming in. It's very, very sunny outside. What do you think, Jackson?
I think so, and CJ's going to tell us exactly what to expect and if there's any more cold weather coming. CJ, what do you have for us?
Well, that's exactly right, Jackson. It is a great day to be a golfer going out to the greens and putting around out there. It's feeling very nice, very warm, and not a lot of wind out there here in Oklahoma today as we're starting to see some of that winter weather mix move out as we're starting to see some more spring weather move in. So let's take a look at our weather headlines. Lots of sun, lots of warmth in the forecast coming up this week. And with that sun, we're going to see that fire risk start to elevate as we start to see some more drier air and wind start to pick up in the Oklahoma City metro area. And we're also going to have a storm chance next weekend, and that storm chance is going to bring some colder air. So winter's not quite done just yet, folks. There's still going to be a little cold weather coming up on the horizon. Let's go ahead and take a look at current conditions around the state here. As you can see, I know a lot of you have been waiting to see this graphic right here. Lots of 70s, lots of 80s around the state. It is feeling nice, feeling warm. Finally starting to feel like spring around here in Oklahoma. As you can see, Guyman sitting at about 80, same with Tulsa. Oklahoma City sitting at about 76. It is feeling very nice and warm out there today. Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's forecast for Edmond, Oklahoma. It's going to be 46 degrees. It's going to be our low with clear skies. Not a lot of wind either, sitting at about 5 miles per hour blowing to the south. And the rain and humidity chance very low. So it's going to be a very nice and dry night tonight, nice and cool for in the morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at lows around the state tonight. And as you can see, that's pretty much the standard for the rest of the states in the low 40s, high 30s. Guyman sitting at about 34 degrees, Woodward 41, Oklahoma City 44 degrees. And in the south, feeling a little bit warmer, Ardmore 42, Idabel 40. So definitely warmer weather as well going into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at tomorrow's forecast. And you can see a lot of high 70s, lots of low 80s around the state. So it is going to be feeling warm and nice. So if you have a t-shirt, a tank top, make sure you break those out because tomorrow would be the day to do it. Let's go ahead and check our daily forecast for tomorrow here in Edmond. 7 a.m. is going to be about 48 degrees, feeling fair outside for that morning commute. Not too cold, but not too warm either. But that's quickly going to change as we move into noon, as that temperature is going to jump up to 74 with sunny skies. And then 7 p.m. sitting about 72 degrees. So it is going to be a very warm day tomorrow. Very nice. Let's go ahead and check out our 7-day forecast coming up. As you can see, tomorrow, 79 our high, going into Friday, 74, Saturday, 79. And then you can see on Sunday, that's when that cold front's going to move through Oklahoma. It's going to bring colder temperatures with it. Sunday, the high is going to be 61, going into next week, 50s and lows in the 30s. So it is going to get a little colder next week. So not quite yet time to hang up those jackets, but it is started time to bring out those t-shirts and tank tops. So guys, that's all I have for weather right now. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you very much, CJ, and stay tuned with us as we will have more from Tyler coming up with the Central music scene. You won't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hello, and welcome to the Central Music Scene. I'm Tyler Lurch, and I've been a musician for over 10 years, and I'm also involved with the local music scene here in Oklahoma. I'm going to be bringing you all the latest news concerning shows, local releases, artists, and national music news. First up for today, we have some international news. Russian metal band Slaughter to Prevail released a statement concerning their views on the war against Ukraine from Russia. Here's what their vocalist Alex Terrible had to say.
We play deathcore death metal and showing the guns and weapons and tanks and our video clips and so on. Despite this fact, we against the war. We against any war. It is so hurt us to see what is happening right now in Ukraine. Please do not make the whole Russian people an accomplice. I wish you a beautiful, peaceful sky above your head.
The band is well known for their song Demolisher, which was a breakout song in the metal scene last year. Fans online have applauded the band for their statement supporting Ukraine, but have also expressed concerns of safety for them, as they reside in Russia currently. And second for today, we have some news about a local release. The Brothers Green have released their new single, Future Thoughts. It's from their upcoming album, Joy City. The band consists of Nick Lay, program director and professor at ACM at UCO, and Matt Kirksky. The two also play drums for the Flaming Lips and they feature some of their friends on the upcoming album, Joy City. If you would like to listen to Future Thoughts, it is now available on all streaming services, and their album Joy City will be released on May 13th this year. And third for today, Fit for a King will be playing at the Diamond Ballroom tonight, March 2nd, with Silent Planet, Hollow Front, Avoid, and Anomalist. Doors will be at 6 tonight, and tickets will be $25, and the show is all ages. And finally for today, Manchester Orchestra will be at the Criterion this Saturday, March 5th. The band will be supported by Foxy and Michigander on their Million Massive God tour, and the tour is also in support of their album of the same name that was released last year. Tickets are $30 and doors will be at 7 p.m. Well, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to check in next week for all your news related to music and international music. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you very much, Tyler. And when we get back from break, we're going to hear from Devin about UCO basketball and much more in UCentral Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Hello and welcome back to your UCO Sports Update. I'm Devin Bajek, hoping your hump day was wonderful. Let's get straight into it, shall we? The UCO women's basketball team finished 16-12 this year, earning them the 7th seed in the MIAA tournament and a first-round matchup versus 10-seed Emporia State. If they pull off the W today, they will advance to play the 2-seed Fort Hays State tomorrow. They also had a pair of All-MIAA selections. Senior Kelsey Johnson was selected first team All-MIAA after almost averaging a double-double this season at 21.3 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. Senior Brooke Rayner was selected as MIAA All-Defensive Team as well. The UCO men's basketball team finished their season 23-5 and last Saturday captured the first MIAA title in school history. Coach Bob Hoffman was named MIAA Coach of the Year. Isaiah Wade was named first team All-MIAA. Callan Hayden was named second team All-MIAA. Cam Givens was named third team All-MIAA. And Jaden Wells earned All-MIAA honorable mention. They earned the #1 seed in the MIAA tournament and face off against the winner of 8 seed Central Missouri and 9 seed Northeastern State tomorrow at 6 p.m. The UCO baseball team is currently 7-4 out of the gate, playing 11-4 in-state rival Southeastern Oklahoma State in a 1-game road trip today. This weekend, however, they host a home series against conference and in-state rival Rogers State. UCO looks to improve on their 2-1 conference record this weekend, and in order to do that, they will need to rely on the strong bats of Landon Wood, Clayton Peterson, and Shane Nixon. The number 16 ranked UCO softball team sits at 12-2 on the season. They're undefeated at home so far and are on a 10-game winning streak. They play a doubleheader today versus Midwestern State in Wichita Falls, Texas. They'll be hoping to keep that streak and momentum rolling into the Drury Classic this weekend up in Springfield, Missouri. J.C. Minter and Shaylee Odom will both need to keep carrying the team offensively like they've done so far this year. That's going to be it for your UCO Sports Update. I'm Devin Bajek, passing it back to MC and Jackson at the desk.
And that's right. Well, an esports group won a major award this week. We'll have more on that after this.
things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
UCentral's capstone esports broadcast team just received a big accomplishment of their own. The group won first place in the National Broadcast Education Association competition this week. Congratulations to the group on this well-deserved award. And now let's check back with CJ for one last look at weather. CJ, what do you have?
Thanks, Jackson. Well, coming up this week, you can expect a lot of sunshine and a lot of warmth coming up as we start to see that winter mix start to make its way out of Oklahoma. However, we're not quite out of the woods yet for spring weather, as we do have a chance for some showers. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day forecast real quick. As you can see, going into Thursday and Friday, 79 and 74 respectively. It's going to feel very warm, very nice this week. But as we start to move into the weekend, we're going to see a cold front move in on Saturday. That's going to bring some colder air with it as well as some chance for some storms on Sunday. And as we move into next week, that colder air is going to stick around just a little bit, stick around with us on Monday and Tuesday. As you can see, our highs are only 52 and 54. So it's going to be a little bit cold out there coming in next week, but not too bad compared to what we saw the past couple of weeks with all this winter ice storm mess that we've had. So it's going to be a very nice week here in central Oklahoma. So if you have any plans to go outside, any hiking, any camping, this week definitely would be the week to do it. Guys, that's all I have for weather right now. Back to y'all at the desk.
Ice storm mess, I think, describes it quite perfectly.
Honestly.
No kidding.
Keeping us in all those days.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward, especially to that day. We're almost in the 80s.
Oh, honestly,
it's going to be the first time we're going to be there.
It's going to be like we're in summertime.
It's going to be super nice, and I'm really excited about it. Going to go outside and finally get the much-needed sun.
Honestly, I think I might go fishing with my dad. Might have to just go ahead and do it for the one time.
That would be a really good idea. I need to get out on the water myself at some point.
Exactly.
So, all right, that's going to do it for us here today at UCentral News. I'm Jackson Rowbottom.
And I'm MC.
Have a great rest of the night. Stay safe, Oklahoma.